I'll check it.
Oh, we live.
We can hop into it. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Wakim out there who pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believe in the gospel. And it's a couple of brothers from the Great Millstone Houston camp. And as you see from the title, it says the second conquest, and that the Most High will once again release his angel of death. And that's the one and only, man, the one and only Yahweh Shah Mashiach, and that's what a lot of people got misconstrued here in this day and age. When you consider the Son of God, or as they would call him, Jesus, they only consider the good of Jesus, and Jesus wept, he forgiving and loving, but they forget the other side of Yahweh Shai, man. We talking about the real him, right? Jesus is based off a real man. That's Yahweh Shai. Well, this real man, he's a balanced power, as it said in Proverbs 11:1. That a false balance is an abomination, right? So yeah, we know Yahweh Shai wept. We know Yahweh Shai loving and mercy, grace, so on and so forth. But also on the other side of the Lord, man, he got an austere side, he got a serious side, a side with straight judgment. And also, as the title say, he got a side to where he put many people to death, man. And it's not going to be his first go-round. That's why I said in the title, the second conquest. Matter of fact, I'll share my screen real quick. I want to look up that definition of conquest. And if you got anything, you got it, bro.
Got it.
But let me look that up real quick. So real quick, this conquest, I'm gonna just go to Google. Conquest definition. And it says right here, what? Conquest. The subjugation and assumption of control of a place by people by use of what? Military force. It says a territory that has been gained by the use of subjugation and military force and invasion. Right? So this is the second time Yahweh Shai go come from the heavens and invade this world that we live in, man. Oh, in Egypt again. He coming into Egypt again. Right? It said in 2nd Esdras 15, how the Lord will bring plagues on Egypt as before. Well, one of those plagues, the last plagues, guess who brought it? Guess who killed the firstborn of those Egyptian children, man? Yahweh Shai, the one of the world called Jesus. So not only that he coming back to the world for a second time to bring death, but even mainly, specifically here in Egypt, man. Back to Egypt again. And it ain't just gonna be the firstborn this time. If you ain't of his elect, it's everybody, man. Firstborn, secondborn, lastborn, a middle child, wife, grandmother, everybody, man. So we'll hop into it, and Lord willing, this lesson be edifying. Like, if you got anything, you got it, bro.
Got it.
Let's start with that. You ain't got nothing? Let's start with 2nd Esdras 13. 2nd Esdras 13. Just to go into the Most High been keeping Yahweh Shai, man, all this time. But you can start at verse, let's see. 2nd Esdras 13. And you can start at verse 23, bro. Matter of fact, verse 25. Yep, 13 and 25.
This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 13 and verse 25. This is the meaning of the vision. Whereas thou sawest a man coming up from the midst of the sea, the same is he whom the Most High, or Yahweh, the highest, have kept a great season.
So it says the same as he. Now, when you go into this, Ezra's getting the interpretation of a vision that he just seen. And the vision that he just seen was what? Yahweh Shai coming back during World War III. Now, the angel giving him the vision right here. And he's saying, look, the same man that you seen in that vision, he explaining who he is, man. You got it. Can you start at 25 again?
2nd Esdras, chapter 13 and verse 25. This is the meaning of the vision, whereas thou sawest a man coming up from the midst of the sea, the same is he whom Yahweh the highest hath kept a great season, which by his own self shall deliver his creature,
Mm,
and he shall order them that are left behind.
that's it. So this Yahweh Shai, the same one who have been kept a great season, man. Yahweh, hey, as much as we waiting on Yahweh Shai to come back, he want to come back even more than we want him to, man. Remember, the Lord got a lot of stuff to get off his chest. Man, you was talking before the lesson started. How, at your job, you throwing curses on people. We feel played. We can't wait to get, our vengeance back on these people. But look, how much more Yahweh Shai? How much more him, man? We want to see people lay it down. We want to see people be put to death. How much more the man, matter of fact, I'm going to get this, the man who's over death himself. Real quick. This is Revelation 1:18. The Shahawashah speaking, it says, I am he that liveth and was dead, and behold, I am alive forevermore to wow. And it's the point. And have the keys of hell and of death. When you got the keys of something, you're in control of it. Right? You in control of that. So Yahweh, we see, yes, he's in control of giving life, but also he's in control of death. Did not he say that all judgment was given unto him from the Father? The Most High said many times he killed, he make alive. How much more his son now, who he have given all this authority to? But you got it, Doc, if you got something.
God, hey, and Yahushua said himself when his parents were looking for him, he said, "Know ye not?" Well, let me go get it.
Come.
This is Luke chapter 2 and verse 49. Yeah, and he said unto them, How is it that ye sought me? Wist ye not that I must be about my Father's business? And that's what Yahushua is about. Like, he's about carrying up his Father's business. As a matter of fact, I got another precept to go with that. That's Ecclesiastes or Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 31. And this is going into the spirits that were created for vengeance. And ultimately, Yahushua is going to be that spirit of vengeance upon these heathen nations and upon the 2/3 of our nations. But it says, Sirach 39 and 31, they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So Yahushua rejoices at the commandment of the Lord, and he's not going to transgress. But yeah, we'll continue on with the second Esdras.
That's it. And man, look, if Yahushua came do the will of his Father, as the brother said back then, as the Lamb, shall he not much rather, right, fulfill the will of the Most High when he come back in all his glory? Come on, man. But again, so we got the second Esdras 13. We good up, and I just wanted to get how it says, this the one whom the Most High have kept a great season, right? So, as they say, meeting their maker, everybody will meet their maker the day he show up. And it ain't gonna be nice. That's why I say Amos, to what is the day of the Lord to them, to the people of the world, man? It's darkness and not light. And look, not just Yahushua, which you gonna be the main angel to bring death, but you gonna have Michael with him, all the angels from the heavens with him, a multitude of angels coming back to do the will of the Lord. Like the brother was mentioning the account earlier. And we'll, Lord willing, we get it. But when the Lord sent that angel to judge Israel because of King David, the angel was getting busy. The Lord had to say, all right, and chill out. You're going too hard. Well, he ain't going to stop Yahushua, man. He ain't going to stop the Lord. He going to let the Lord get him. You see, and Shalom tell you Akim, if it may be some aqua as well. Yahweh Shem El Shabrak Shalom Akim. But yeah, let's get that Exodus 12 just to go into the firstborn being put to death. Now, this is the first, account of that angel who sit on the right-hand side of the Most High by his throne, coming to the earth to do just what? In other words, a hired hitman. The Most High got a hired hitman, and that's his son. his right hand man. But you got it, bro. We can start straight to the point 29. Because now we're gonna read this about the firstborn, but then we go into Wisdom of Solomon, Lord willing, and it's gonna show that's Yahweh that did this, man. The same one who brought the death in Egypt was the same one who led us out of Egypt. The same thing this time. The one who gonna bring the death will be the one who gonna bring us up out of Egypt, man. But you got it, bro. Whatever you got, let it rip.
This is Exodus chapter 12 and verse 29. And it came to pass that at midnight Yahweh smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne unto the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of cattle.
And if I can add, and when you read that, everybody, well, not everybody, but people automatically think that was just firstborn infants, firstborn children. Remember, it said just firstborn in the whole. Well, no, it ain't say an age. You could have had a father of a family. He was the firstborn. The mother of the family, she was the firstborn. The little dog, little Fluffy. Fluffy was the firstborn. It ain't matter the age. So you have people in households losing children and everything else. Man, whoever was the firstborn, Yahweh took them out the way. Oh, that's cool, because the firstborn now, Yahweh go take out the way Esau, man. That's a lesson right there. Hey, that's a lesson right there.
Esau the firstborn.
Esau the firstborn, man. Esau the firstborn. Yahweh come and take the firstborn out the way again. Esau, Edom, and everybody else. All these other nations, man. We living in a beautiful time. We about to see our Lord get down. You know how people back then was, excited to see King David getting down, cheering for him and all that, man. We about to see the Lord go to work,
Was the new song of Yahweh what they have in David's time? Saul has slain his thousands. David his 10,000s, to be Yahweh slayed his billions.
Right. They gonna say David slayed his tens of thousands, but Yahweh killing everybody. Hey, David gonna feel played now. You ain't gonna feel played, but but that's what it is, man. That's what it is, right? But that was it on that art.
That's it.
Baba Kashah, can you read it again?
This is Exodus chapter 12 and verse 29. And it came to pass that at midnight Yahweh smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne unto the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of cattle.
Man, come on, man. So even the animals. Right now, let's go. Because look, Moses ain't leave out the house and go kill nobody, right? Aaron ain't leave out the house and go kill nobody. It was the Passover. No Israelites was leaving out the house to go kill Egyptians, man. So who was it in one night that put to death all the firstborn in Egypt? Who was it? That was, again, matter of fact, let's get it out. You got something, bro?
Oh,
let's get that Wisdom of Solomon 18. Yep. And we can start at verse, we can start at verse 14. Let me see what these brothers got on the comment board. Brother Version Rollins. Isaiah 14. What'd you say?
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 18.
Let me see. Real quick, let me read this. Isaiah 14 and 21. It says, prepare a slaughter for his children. In this context, who was going into, man? Mainly Esau, well, not mainly, but Esau Edom. Right? Because when you read this chapter is going into the fall of Babylon, and the Lord is talking to the king of Babylon. Now, who is that? According to what Psalms, I believe it's 39, where it linked Edom with the daughter of Babylon. So it's speaking about Esau Edom right here. And again, the firstborn, Yahweh come and take them out the way. It says, Isaiah 14 and 21, prepare a slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Let me I see the brother Kazak had one too. Since we mentioned it, I get it. It's Amos 5 and 18. It says, woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh. To what end is it for you? And look, even that brother, his little thumbnail. You see it? That's Yahweh. A depiction of Yahweh getting busy, man. It says, to what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Right? As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. or went into a house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. In other words, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. So it says, verse 20, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it. And again, the reason getting that is because what? People got it mixed up in these times. You know, Christianity have watered down our Savior, man. Yahweh Shah Mashiach. Ain't nobody about to play with him like you was able to play with Jesus. There's a song out there. I think it's here, a rapper in Houston, like his name Toby, Nuwigi or something like that. Here, from Ghana or something, Nigeria. But he got a song saying, try Jesus, don't try me. You see?
Oh,
Right. But the point is, you got people out there who playing with Jesus, man. But look, you ain't gonna play with your house shot like that. You know, and matter of fact, I want to get let's just, you know, we'll get it. But it hit my spirit in Exodus 20. Matter of fact, that's a spirit. That's a spirit. The brother put it. Yup. That's a spirit. Then I read it and we can get into that Exodus, that Wisdom of Solomon. Because again, Yahweh ain't nobody to play with. Even the Most High had to tell Moses right here, don't play with him. You see? Because so again, when people consider the day of the Lord, they thinking about the white Jesus, man. We ain't talking about that same person. What you think this day gonna be to you if you haven't been hearkening unto none Yahweh Shah been saying? But let me read it. So this is when Moses and the Israelites was, you know, making their way to the promised land, still in the wilderness. So this Exodus 23 and verse 20. It says, behold, I send my angel before thee to keep thee in the way. So who is this angel? Again, this angel right here was that same death angel who allowed the Israelites to escape Egypt in the first place by putting to death their firstborn and putting fear into Pharaoh and them. Well, that angel who brought that death, the angel of death, because he got the keys, right? That same one is being, or should I say, the Most High is, you know, introducing him to Moses right here. You know, right? The one who gonna lead us. Because who was in the chariot over us? The cloud by day, the fire by night. That was the same angel. That's Yahweh shopping now. So it says, Exodus 23 and 20, behold, I send an angel, capital A angel, before thee to keep thee in the way and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared. Check it out. It says, and beware of him.
Breaking up.
Breaking up. You can hear me now? I think that brother breaking up. Yeah, I think that's on your end, bro. Might be.
Oh yeah, I think so too. I just saw it. I saw the icon on my shit.
Kind of. I finished this. It says Exodus 23 and 21. It says, beware of him, which is the him is who? That angel that was leading us. It says, beware of him and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him, man. In other words, the Most High is saying, look, I'm giving him the same authority I got. He coming in the stead of me. And it said, look, don't play with him. Provoke him not, because he would not play with you. He don't have to pardon your transgressions, man. You know? It says, and again, we're going to get that Wisdom of Solomon 18 just to show there had to be the Lord in Egypt bringing all that death. You know? But real quick, I read this last verse. It says, but if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies and an adversary unto thy adversaries. That's it. You got it though, bro.
God. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18 and verse 14. For while all things were in quiet silence.
Right, going into that night of the Passover while we was in Egypt. Right, Pharaoh and them thought they were just having another night in Egypt, oppressing the Israelites, wake up tomorrow and do it again. Right, but again, the Lord had something else planned. You got to do, bro.
And that night was in the midst of her swift course. Thine almighty word leaped down from heaven out of thy royal throne as a fierce man of war into the midst of a land of destruction.
That's it. Can you get a Revelation 19, bro?
Gone.
And I believe it's like around maybe 19 or 11 or so when it was going into Yahweh Shai. Let's see. Matter of fact, we could start at I think it's 11. Because I want to make a point right here. I'll read it again. This Wisdom of Solomon 18 In 14, it says, for while all things were in quiet silence, another night in Egypt, it says, and that night was in the midst of her swift course. Check it out. It says, thine almighty word. Now, who is that? They got a, like Apostle Recall say, get all the meat off the bone, man. Who is that? Who's the almighty word of the Most High? Yahushua, man. What it say real quick? In John 1. This is John 1. And I'll start at 13. It says, which were born out of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, right? Nor of the will of man, but of the Most High. It says, and the word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. So Yahushua is that almighty word. He was made flesh. But again, before he came as himself, as Yahushua, he came many times before that, man. He was there with us in Egypt, and we read about him, right? So let me go back to that. Just wanted to get that. He is the word. Wisdom of Solomon 18 and 15, it says, I'm going to start at 14 again. Going into the night of Egypt, it says, for while all things were in quiet silence, and that night was in the midst of her swift course, thine almighty word leaped down from heaven out of thy royal throne as a fierce man of war in the midst of a land of destruction. So Yahushua was sent to assist the Israelites, and it said he came down like a man of war. Now, again, that's not shocking to us because we know that's one of Yahushua characteristics, man. Just as the Most High, he got that same mindset, a man of war. And that's exactly what he bringing to the earth. In order for him to set up peace, the first thing he got to do is bring judgment. The same thing Solomon did. Before with the 40 years of peace, Solomon put people to death first, man. You see, he had a hit list from King David. He put people to death first, man, to put fear into the people before he reigned. Now, you can grab what you got, because in Revelation 19, it also going to describe Yahushua as a man of war. Just to show what we read in Wisdom of Solomon 18, that word that leaped down from heaven during the night of the Passover, that had to be our Lord Yahushua, man, who brought all that death. But you got it, bro. And you can speak on it, as you're reading. You got it.
God, this is Revelation chapter 19 and verse 11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. And let me keep going.
Can you keep going?
Okay. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself.
Mm-hmm.
And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of Yahweh.
Oh, so this the Almighty Word again, right?
Right.
It's the Almighty Word again, but you see in the 11th verse, it says that he coming to what? To judge and to make war, man. That's what Yahushua coming to do. So I'm not sure why these people, these Christians, so just happy to see the day of Yahushua. Like that's just gonna be, with roses and suns, the sun shining, and you had a parade, you throwing candy from the float, like Yahushua gonna be throwing candy from the chariot. Nah, man, this gonna be the day of days, man. Yahushua got it on his mind to put a lot of people to death. Matter of fact, I'll read this, because it's also going to mention how Yahushua is likened unto a man of war. There's Isaiah 42 and 13. It says, the Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. Now it's capital Lord, which is Yahweh, but we know the Most High ain't going nowhere. The Most High on his throne, and he go be on his throne. But he's sending a representative who will be in his stead. That's Yahushua. As the scriptures say, he going to send his son down. Just like back then, he sent his son down to the first Egypt. It says, Isaiah 42 and 13, it says, the Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. And Shahawashi says, I have long time holding my peace. So the Lord, look, where it says, I have been still and refrained myself. Because you got to consider in Yahweh's eyes, it haven't been 2,000 some years in his eyes. I mean, like what, two days going on 3 days, right? 2-3 days in his sight that he just got beat, spit on, punched, that he been seeing his brothers, be crucified, put to death, so on and so forth. So this is fresh on his mind. It's fresh on our mind, and we ain't got that remembrance to go back and remember specifically from Rome. Right. But we hot in the spirit. How much more Yahweh Shah, who we know all things, remember all things. Really, he holding a grudge. In Revelation 1, it says that everybody go see him, even those who pierced him. He holding a grudge. So when he come back, he says, I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. So again, the Most High will once again send that death angel down, man. Yahweh Shah to come get busy. As a matter of fact, I'm going to finish this out in Wisdom of Solomon, and you got it, bro. This Wisdom of Solomon 18 and 14 again. It says, for while all things were in quiet silence, and that night was in the midst of a swift course, the night of the Passover, it says, thine almighty word leaped down from heaven out of thy royal throne as a fierce man of war in the midst of a land of destruction. And what he did, it says, and brought thine unfeigned commandment as a sharp sword, and standing up filled all things with death. Come on, man. Hey, you were just speaking on that, because it says, and he brought thine unfeigned commandment. He did exactly what the Most High wanted him to do. He came and executed. And the execution was what? Pun intended. It says the execution was what? Standing up and filled all things with death. So this angel that was sent from the heavens, he brought much death, man. So much so Pharaoh said, get out of here. Right? So much so it put fear into the Egyptians. They wanted to give us their chains and gold. Right? And it says, right, but it stood up upon, and it touched the heaven, but stood upon the earth. You see? So again, Yahweh Shah, again, he ain't new to this, he true to this. But you got it out.
All right. You want me to continue with Revelation or?
No, you good in that Revelation. You ain't had nothing? So you can get what you had with that Samuel. I know you mentioned that. Just to give an example of, that death coming by way of angels.
And this is 2 Samuel chapter 24, and I'll start at verse 15. So Yahweh sent a pestilence upon Israel from the morning even to the time appointed, and there died of the people from Dan even to Beersheba 70,000 men. And that's to show you that angel of the Lord put it in work. That's 70,000 men from, I'm not sure the time period, but he put it in work.
Mm-hmm.
And when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, Yahweh repented him of the evil and said to the angel that destroyed the people, it is enough. Stay now thine hand. And the angel of Yahweh was by the threshing place of Aranah, the Jebusite. And so the Yahweh had to tell the angel to stop. Like, all right, now.
Mm-hmm.
I have another precept just to show like the angels, they want to carry out the Lord's commandment, and they're not in this time, they're not gonna let up until the wicked is completely put out or put out of power. This is Nahum chapter 1 and verse 3. Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. Yahweh hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. And I just wanted to focus on that and acquit the wicked. Like, they're not going to get away. And that like how you're saying, like Yahweh Shai is holding a grudge. Like, you got a grudge against the wicked. Like, they're not gonna be found guiltless. Like, you get off like, all right, you've been found innocent of this. Like, no, you're gonna be found guilty, and you're gonna be the full punishment is gonna be carried out on you. It's not gonna go a little bit. You know how they give people years in jail, like you got life in prison.
Yeah.
but you only serve like 15 years and you're free to go.
All right, you get probation and shit.
And it's lucky my internet it don't even usually be acting up.
Nah, it's all good, actually. But you gotta do shit. We listening.
Uh, and then I also have Isaiah chapter 63. I'll start at verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak righteousness, mighty to save. And this is Yahushai.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? And his garments are red from slaying so many people, but it's also, it's not literal. It's him in the chariot. Like he's not literally going to have blood on him from the chariots,
Right. Gunpowder and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If I could add to because that go into that ancient customs, stomping on them grapes, man. Stomping on them grapes. And I believe you was on that side of camp a couple weeks ago, but it's in the custom, you had to hold on top of some ropes, while you was in a wine press, and you would sing war chants and war shouts while they were stomping on the grapes going around in circles. But that Isaiah 63 code, because Yahushua, he said, I don't need no help. Right? He said his spirit, his anger, that's what's going to uphold him. He don't need no ropes like the ancient custom. That's why it's good to go into these customs, man. And the point is, that's to show how mad the Lord is. He said, nah, although the angels go be with him, but he want to get busy, man. The Lord want to get busy. And you will come out that wine press in the ancient world, you feel with, dripping, look like blood. Well, that was symbolic for what Yahushua about to do to this world, man. Put a lot of people to death. Hey, that's a spirit. That's my bro right there. Ashiyo. Look at it. Hey, his page name, Dyed Garments from Basra. Shalom, Mark. That's my bro. Yeah, you got it though, Mark.
Hey, you pull up well, I'm gonna read this real quick because going into that wine press, how much blood Yahushua is gonna have on him. I got here Revelation chapter 14 and verse 19. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth and gathered the vine of the earth and cast it into the great wine press of the wrath of the Most High. It's like, I'm going to read that again. And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth and gathered the vine of the earth and cast it into the great wine press of the wrath of the Most High. And the wine press was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the wine press, even unto the horses' bridles, by the space of 1,600 furlongs. But the example of the point was I wanted the horse bridles, like that's enough blood for that to be up to the mouth of the horse,
All right.
And if you wouldn't mind, like remember we talked about this before, like that Shire horse.
Oh yeah, I can pull it up.
Like that horse is like, I don't remember how tall exactly it is, but just the idea, it's going to be more blood than that. But if you just imagine how tall that horse is.
All right, here we go.
I can't see that at all. It's all good.
Yeah, you
you know what? Let me see, 168 centimeters. Oh, you can look up what's the tallest horse in the world.
It's like 5. It says like 5'5".
Okay.
Like 5'5". But again, that you got to think that's the. Let me go to the
horse.
Yeah, it's a big ass horse. If, brothers look at it, it's called a Shire horse. Man, the brother was talking about it because the scripture, gave a similitude on how much blood the Lord gonna bring, or how many people gonna die. It says up to the bridle of a horse. But you gotta remember, they ain't talking about these little docile ass horses today you see in the zoo, in a cage. He's talking about when this prophecy was given, it was the ancient world. It's big horses, man. Look.
I was just looking. The tallest horse in the world was a Shire, but it was about 7 foot, like 7'2". That's how tall that horse was.
Come on, man. Esau always. But yeah, that's a big ass horse, bro. Look.
But yeah, just to get an idea, like it says a whole world up to the horse's bridle is like that much blood. Oh man.
I'm actually, how was shy? Give me one of them. I want the all white one with the black on the, you know. But Con, you still going in that art?
That's it.
Con, yes, yeah, I'll read this again. The Lord wanted to come out again. Isaiah 42:13. The Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, war. He shall prevail against his enemies. I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once, man. So he about to go harder than what he did in the first Egypt. You could get Jeremiah 23.
God.
Baba Kashar. He about to go harder than what he did the first time when he came as that death angel, man. You know? This time the whole world will be in fear, not just Rahab. You know, Rahab and them of Jericho, you know, and everybody in Canaan, the whole world gonna fear this time, man, when they see Yahushua and them angels show up. And again, the Lord ain't gonna do no talking. You know how niggas today they'll say it's on site, you know,
right.
It's on site, right. With Yahushua is on site. He ain't gonna do, matter of fact, he ain't gonna do no talking. I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna pull it up on here. You know how people, Jake, they'll say, you ain't let them throw their setup. Jake be fighting and you rush somebody, they'll say that was a sneak attack or a cheap shot. Well, Yahushua gonna rush this world. He gonna rush these nations, man. He ain't gonna give them time to set up, throw their setup, pick their square, knock the leaf off his shoulder. Let me read it real quick. This Second Esdras 25. Man, I gotta start at 26 again. It says, the same is he whom the Most High have kept a great season again, and he's about to release him. It says, which by his own self, this right now, Isaiah 63, when he said, I have trodden a winepress alone. It says, which by his own self shall deliver his creature and shall order them that are left behind. And whereas thou sawest that out of his mouth there came as a blast of wind and fire and storm, and here it is, and that he neither held sword nor any instrument of war, but that the rushing in of him destroyed the whole multitude that came to subdue him. This is the interpretation. So Yahushua, he gonna rush this world, man. He will give, these nations time to aim their silos, to throw their spiritual, their military sets up. No, man, the Lord about to have his time to shine. Literally, man. He about to have his time to shine. Look how long he been waiting. He just been watching Esau destroy his creation, man. Come on, man. But again, you got it, Ak. He about to go harder than what we witnessed before when he brought us out the first Egypt. You got it, bro.
Where
you can start what it is, 6, I believe. When it says
the Lord our righteousness.
Yeah, Jeremiah 23. We can start at 5, bro.
Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh. Oh, Slaki. This is Jeremiah 23, verse 5. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch.
Yahushua. Slaki, but it's Yahushua. This that angel of death we've been talking about, the man who got the keys to life and death. This him. You got it, bro.
And the king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. In his days Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely.
Mm-hmm.
And his name, and this is his name, whereby he shall be called the Lord our righteousness.
And that's going into Yahweh Shai again, man. Because in his days, when he do show up, that's when the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom go be saved. Man, that's cold, man. Because when was the last time we will save all tribes together in Egypt? In Egypt. And after that, the northern kingdom went into the Assyrian captivity, and the southern kingdom went into the Babylonian captivity. We've been split all that time. But again, the same man who brought all 12 tribes out the first Egypt, he gonna be sent the same one to bring all 12 tribes out of Babylon the Great, the second Egypt, man. And that's why the next few verses gonna say what it said. You got it though, bro.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that they shall no more say, Yahweh liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
So if I can add, that ain't gonna be the main talk of the town no more, you know, when Moses and Aaron, you know, brought the Israelites out of Egypt. That ain't gonna be the greatest salvation of the Israelites no more, man. They ain't gonna be the highlight of our nation no more. They ain't gonna have to make no more reruns, you know, and or watch the old ones with Charlton Heston on them, man. And it will be talked about as much no more. Why? Because the Lord about to do something greater in this time. Way more death than just the firstborn. Whole families this time, man. Shit, the whole country this time, man. People around the world within minutes. He gonna put the deaf people around the world within minutes, not just Egypt. Right? But it says right here, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Right? But let's see what they gonna be, what the world will be talking about now. You got it, bro. And if you want to ask somebody, you got it.
But Yahweh liveth, which brought up and which led seed of the house of Israel out of the north country and from all countries whither I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land.
Right, and this gonna be the new popular high holy day. You see, this Passover, not the one in Egypt, when that death angel, or you know, the angel of death brought us out of Egypt in a pillar of cloud by day and fire by night. And look, because in that time it was disguised. A pillar of cloud by day and fire by night. This time, the chairs gonna be shown. You know, we gonna see the stones on them, the colors, the lights, the metals. Man, probably gonna have some in the heavens way better than silver and gold. You know, way better than precious stones, new things. Remember, Paul said, I can't tell y'all what I seen. It's unlawful. Can't put it into words. Well, look, what he couldn't put into words, man, we about to see that. It's about to come to earth. So this gonna be greater, not just that one pillar of cloud by day and fire by night. He about to have his army with him. Buku cherries gonna be following the Lord, man. Hey, different sizes, different shapes, you know, different colors, doing different maneuvers. Some probably gonna be a circle, some probably gonna be a square, you know. Man, come on. Yahweh Shah had the biggest one. Yeah, man. So, but we in that time, but this gonna be the new thing. This is what everybody gonna talk about. The deliverance that the Lord about to do this second time. Again, second conquest. I'm gonna pull up that word one more time. Well, whatever you got, you got it, bro.
I got a quick one. This is Psalms 34:7. The angel of Yahweh encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. That's what we hoping for. We hoping to be delivered because we meet that criteria. We fear the Lord, but you know that's just Yahweh Shai and his angels are going to be camped around his elect, and his elect are going to be delivered.
That's right. I get this word conquest real quick. Again, it says early 14th century, the defeat of an adversary, subjugation or conquering by an armed force. And that's Yahweh Shai and his brothers, man. It says a second or repeated conquest for reconquest. So I guess it's a reconquest, you know. But again, Yahweh Shai, man, and it's gonna be a day, right? And this one says on Google the subjugation. Let me see what that word subjugation is. It says the action of bringing someone or something under domination or control. So it says the subjugation of an assumption of control of a place or people by use of military force. So, I say Alexander on his conquest, kings of old went on their conquest. What's going to be written in the records? Yahweh Shai in his conquest, man. Right? But if you ain't got nothing, you can get that Psalms 110 and we can end it with that.
Con. We start from the top.
Con.
This is Psalms 110, starting at verse 1. Yahweh said unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand, until I make thine enemies thy footstool.
And who is at the right hand? This Yahweh Shai, man. Can't say it enough. You got it, bro.
Yahweh shall send the rod of thy strength out of Zion. Rule thou in the midst of thine enemies. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. In the beauties of holiness from the womb unto the womb of the morning. Thou hast the dew of thy youth. Yahweh hath sworn and will not repent. Thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek.
Talking about our Lord, man. And it's been going into him. When he come back, he gonna rule. Now the Lord saying, look, you a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek, after the order of the heavens. And that's why in the Lord's Prayer it says, on earth as it is in heaven. Yahweh shall go bring that heavenly priesthood down to earth, man. You got it, bro.
The Lord at thy right hand shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath.
Oh, this the same man from Wisdom of Solomon. Remember, it says the Lord, because right here it says the Lord at thy right hand. Wisdom of Solomon, it has said that thy almighty word leap from your royal throne. So he gonna do the same thing. The Lord who's sitting at the Most High right hand right now, this is what he gonna do at his arrival. You got it, bro. And this is why I say in Revelation 19 that he got a head of many crowns. Now he ain't gonna be in the chair, on the chariot trying to, hold his crowns up, one fall, he got to put it back on the top. No, that's symbolic talk for everybody who got some type of authority or a say-so in this world. He gonna strip that from him, man. Just like King David, he put to death a king, and once the king was dead, he put the king crown on his head. Well, right here, we about to read, the Lord at the Most High right hand, this is what he gonna do at the day of his coming. You got it, bro.
He shall judge among the heathen. He shall fill the places with dead bodies.
Kind of, so like you can read that verse again when it says the Lord at thy right hand.
God. Psalms 110 in verse 5. The Lord at thy right hand shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath. He shall judge among the heathen. He shall fill the places with dead bodies.
Now you got it.
He shall wound the heads over many countries.
He shall fill the places with dead bodies. The brother brought it out early up to, I don't want to throw it in there and add on to the word, but up to a horse's bridle or a shy horse's bridle. Inside joke between men, brother. But symbolic talk is gonna be a lot of death. So much so, like I said in Second Esdras, that it ain't gonna be people to comfort them or bury them no more. You just gonna have to walk over those bodies, But Yahweh Shai come and bring a lot of death to the world before he bring peace, right? And tranquility, right? And good air and real water back. He gonna bring death first, just like Solomon. Before peace was set up with Solomon, he ordered his king with judgment first, man. That's what it said in Isaiah 9 about Yahweh Shai, that he go order the house of David with justice and judgment, man. That's what it start with. Then a peace gonna come. Then a peace go come. But if you ain't got nothing, bro, we go take it out right there.
Well, I got just one more. Just to go into that, he shall fill the places with dead bodies. Like that's enough dead bodies that in Ezekiel it says that they're gonna have continual employment. So I'll just get that. This is Ezekiel 39 and verse 13. Yea, all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be to them a renown the day that I shall be glorified, saith the Lord Yahweh. And they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth to cleanse it. After the end of 7 months shall they search. So there's going to be
It's seven, just a number. Slack it, bro.
gone. It's going to be continual. They're going to be waking up, burying bodies, dreaming about burying bodies. Like I used to work at FedEx. I worked there for a day. I had nightmares that first day about fucking taking boxes off the truck. Like I was just having nightmares about all them boxes. Y'all gonna be having nightmares about all them bodies y'all gonna be burying.
All right, y'all want to see a dead body?
Well, yeah, I can finish out that. Well, yeah. I think the song is finished.
Yeah, that was the point on that. But yeah, we'll go ahead and end it. I'll give you, you ain't got nothing, bro. But hey, with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. And we looking forward to this day. Although a lot of people gonna die, we hope this gonna be the day that we finally be with Yahweh Shai, man. Getting crowned, looking down at the people dying with him. That's our hope. You see, but with that, hey, keep fighting, keep pushing. We're almost out of here. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory once again unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaf, Badash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Wakim out there who pushing this word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as all you believers out there who believe in the gospel. And keep fighting, keep pushing. And with that, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. The water for tuning in. Shalom.